Yo, this is a podcast, HOPA on air, interview with artists from all across the globe, in association with that Crazy Hostel, Anjuna Goa. Listen up! Yeah! Artists are a family, we come from across the world. Yeah! Artists are a family, we come from across the world. Yeah! Artists are a family, we come from across the world. Yeah! Artists are a family, we come from across the world. Artists make the world go round and round, and teaching and preaching, we sing and dance around. Please do wave your hands if you hear us ringing sound, 'cause we make you happy when you're feeling really down. Reprogram yourself, bring this down to the ground. True artists in this era ain't easy, hardly found. Keep walking together in unison. Let your own music be your universal sound. God is an artist. God is an artist. God is an artist. God is an artist. Artists are a family. We come from across the world. Artists are a family. We come from across the world. Everybody listen. Artists are a family. We come from across the world. Artists are a family. We come from across the world. Yeah. Yo, artists of the world, help each other. Collaborate, man. Yeah. HOPA on air.
TCH, HOPA on air. This is not just a request-based show. It's like more of a show where TCH, that Crazy Hostel, has given us a platform where we as artists can speak our heart out, what's on our mind, and why we are doing what we are doing right now. And so this show has a lot of different levels to it, where we not only just play music, take requests, but also take interviews of true artists who are doing something in their life which is very different from the mainstream. The way they are doing it, these artists are doing it in a very different way. They are putting their heart into it, their passion into it, and it's been a hustle for 20-25 years. Today I have a very dear friend and amazing artist who I really dearly cherish, because I am learning a lot in the process. Every time I meet him, he's not just only a musician, he's also someone who understands life in itself, in its completeness, trying to figure out how to go about achieving what he has in his mind. वैसे तो achievements तो कुछ भी नहीं है यार. Always starting from scratch from day one. So let me introduce you to this beautiful artist. His name is Nitish Roque Pires in the house. Yeah. TCH HOPA, that Crazy Hostel, and wow.
Thank you very much.
कॉफी मिल जाए यार.
दमन, thank you very much. मजा आ गया.
अरे भाई.
आप बुलाओगे और मैं नहीं आऊँगा, ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so happy for you, for this initiative.
Yeah, भाई.
और बढ़िया, मस्त कर रहे हो. This next, ऐसे लोग चाहिए हमें, जो हमारे म्यूजिक मार्केट करे. हमें इंटरव्यू बुलाए, को बुलाता तो नहीं है हमें.
Yeah.
So we gotta pay for interviews, for your kind of information.
Yeah.
Very free है. So anyways, thank you very much, Daman.
Most welcome.
We are good friends, but we are professional.
Yes.
So you want to speak very professionally, yeah?
We're gonna start with something. यार मैं एक चीज समझना चाहता हूँ, which is when we say indie life, I really want to understand what exactly is indie life, in a like a small, like brief.
Right. Everyone has a point of view.
Yeah.
Perspective होता है. तो मेरे हिसाब से मैंने तो उसको बहुत simple कर दिया. Like I've been like what, almost 20 years.
Right.
Right from the time I picked up my guitar.
Yeah.
तो तब से कितना 20 साल हो गया अभी. तो yeah, it started with a lot of complication. जब आप young होते हो, बहुत अपने आप को 30 मार का समझते हो. Start with that journey. So it's not about indie. Being indie is a journey where you stick to your things, and you kind of you come in terms with yourself. So that's what my point has been. I started with a very close-minded rock musician who used to hate everything but love himself, and I ended up with being open-minded now. So being indie is not about just being a musician. Indie is indie. It can be like you, what you're doing indie, just having your own thing, starting your own aquarium, starting your own sea, not belonging to or working under anyone. So that's indie.
Right, yeah.
So, but yeah, what I realized is indie is a project which you have, and you can't, you got to survive to give it to to take that project to the right destination. And depending on what you do, it takes time, and so when you start a journey, you say that, oh, I'm an indie musician, and I'm an independent musician. The idea is not to give a time value to it, just go for it. You do it because you love it, and it's now.
It's more of a process than like a destination.
It should be completely opposite to being desperate about achieving something.
Right.
Indie is a religion to me. Indie is a state of life. There are many people, I'm like there's a lovely movie called Into the Wilds, if you remember.
Yes, I've seen it.
So he went indie. He went into the jungle. He had everything. He had a big degree. For him, being indie was just leaving everything. He was not desperate to reach anywhere. So this is a very thin line, there are many lines. I don't want to quote anything. However, I think me as a musician, as an indie, I feel that I got to be satisfied and feel blessed that I am able to continue my indie journey for 20 years. Yeah. So that's in short, in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, this is an eye opener for me, Nitish, because this is gonna be a very silly thing to say, but I thought indie is basically Indian. Indian, we do
just gotta put
we're
indie
Indian
square.
artists, so it's like indie. But now when you've said that, like it's like for independent, like it's you are not dependent on the society or XYZ factors to give you that push to do what you want to do, but you do it independently on your terms. No matter अगर कोई बोलता है यार ये अगर गाना बनाना है तो ऐसे 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 बनाना है, लेकिन आपको पता है कि like just discussing कि कुछ को there's some artists that people don't like, but for you that artist might be good, because you see a different thing in them, they don't see it.
Yeah, so for me, in my books, there's no bad artist. Awesome. Unless someone is holding a gun, trying to kill. However, for me, I think everyone is good.
Right.
I come from a generation, we used to have some music directors from Bollywood, and being a young boy and being an indie musician, I used to hate him and I used to judge him. But as a grown-up man, so I think he didn't kill anyone.
Wow.
So everyone's doing their own thing, So indie, if you do indie music, if you die, become doing indie music, and nothing has changed in you, then it's a waste.
Yeah.
You gotta grow as a person, Stop judging.
Right.
That's the lesson.
Wow.
I mean, as an indie musician or any artist, they want people to love them. They want people to love their music.
Right.
That's every artist wants.
Right.
Do you love everyone? See, just look around, just change the situation. You want everyone, the whole world to love you. Do you love the world? So that's the first thing that should be learning out of being indie.
And I'm so like this is like a learning process for me right here. Like indie artists, indie life is now I've understood the meaning of indie life. Guys, it's about independence. It's about knowing yourself, whoever you are. Doesn't matter. Traveler, musician, XYZ. Well, since I touched the topic of traveling, you've been a crazy traveler. Yeah, let me tell these guys what he's done. Guys, he's traveled from Kanyakumari to Kashmir on a bicycle, okay? Like, akele, solo trip. From Kanyakumari to Kashmir is, आप सोच के देखिए, मैप अगर छोटा सा दिख रहा है आपके दिमाग में तो सोच के देखिए कि वहाँ से alone on a cycle, how's that journey been for you, bro? I mean, if you want to talk about it. And also, there's also one thing I want to mention is he's the only artist who's actually done this thing in India where he's taken a bus like a tempo traveler. वो force का आता है जो tempo traveler. He took out all the seats from behind. He made it like a makeshift kind of a place where he can perform in the bus, driving it himself, going all across India, going to colleges, going to places, telling them, hey, I'm an independent artist. I'm traveling with as a solo band, and I'm releasing my album, and this is my music. I want to spin it, like I want to do it here. So that was like, it's for me, like as an independent artist, it's so inspiring, Nitish, really, bhai. Not just because I know you as a friend also, but as someone who has an inspiration from an artist, you are an inspiration to me because these two travels are mind-blowing, bro. So if you want to speak anything about the travel part of your life, yeah.
Nothing, yeah. So, कर दिया यार कांड.
कर दिया
So, was yeah. Why? Since you asked me, I took responsibility of myself. You sit here, you're waiting for some music label to come and help you. क्यों करे? Why should someone help you? You think, you blame the society because, oh, no one is helping me, I'm so talented. Who said you're talented? People will tell you you're talented. You can't blame a music label who they have their own money, they earned with their hard work. Right. You can't blame a financer who's earned money on their own. Right. So I figured out, I have to believe in myself first, correct? I had whatever I had. I sold everything, I did it. Till now, I do the same thing. If I don't believe in myself, if I'm not ready to invest the last thing in my pocket or the last thing on the papers that I have on my talent, how am I expecting people? So this is basically an initiative where I believe in myself so much that I don't mind dying and rising again every time.
Wow.
So, so yeah, I did it. I wanted to take my music to people, not for nothing. Okay, that time it was like 10 years ago, almost 11 years ago. That time I was a different man. I had a lot of anger in me. So, but that Nitish and this Nitish, different people, and I don't want to be that. So that Nitish, whatever he did, was with anger, with angst. But yeah, when he went out, he realized he learned his lessons. He came back. Right. And for the cycle journey, I just did it. There was no competition, I was just battling some internal issues, stupidity. We all human beings, we're stupid at the end. At the end, we've got to believe that we are stupid, all full of drama. So yeah, my dad died and blah, blah, blah. I was in depression, blah, blah, blah. And then I had to come out of it. Went to cycling, thought it'll help me. It didn't help me. It cannot help you. All this bullshit. So anyways, that's why I did it, because of that. But yeah, it helped me to find a new way that travel is the most important thing.
Oh, yeah?
Traveling is what changed me as a person. Traveling is what made me whatever I am right now. And today I stay a strong man and a confident man, and I can vouch that I'm a confident man. Right. And I'm satisfied and happy because of my traveling. Right. Traveling, not like a tourist.
Right, of course, I understand. I mean, people don't understand the meaning between a tourist and a traveler, because a traveler does not travel for the destination. एक टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन पे आता है.
ट्रैवलिंग जब आप अकेले करते हो ना, उसको वो ट्रैवल बोलता हूँ मैं. अपने दोस्त के साथ में, ग्रुप के साथ में. That's not traveling. Traveling means alone. One man. Even you are married, we are married, but still, if I would go, I've told my wife, I would go alone. एक झटका चाहिए यार, वो 1-2 साल में एक दिन.
Exactly. True that, man.
So yeah, all my travels are like that,
Yeah, it helps one to understand what's going on. I understand why. It's really deep.
I would like to, since we're speaking about indie, I will also tell you, I was indie because of my choice. By 2010, I was earning a lot of money. I was working. I did more than 250 ad jingles.
Wow.
right, from big brands like Pepsi and everything, a lot of brands. So, but I didn't even have time to spend and even to buy an underwear for myself. Okay, so I could not spend that money whatever I had, and it didn't give me happiness. So, you know, I'm happy now with doing what I want than having a lot of violet notes in my wallet.
Holy notes, actually. All the notes are like crazy, but
The
yeah, I
violets in the
understand.
wallet is okay. It's good, but because I know where I'm gonna put it,
Right.
so it's good.
Right, right. All right, coming to, I know the story about your music and everything, how you began. So let's talk about music and whatever you want to discuss about music, it's just open to you, like whatever you feel.
And I can be a very boring guy because
कोई बात नहीं भाई, हम वैसे भी एक
unless
दूसरे
I'm
से बात कर रहे हैं,
instigated.
2-3 लोग सुन रहे हैं. Joel is here. What's your name, भाई? Blejons. Okay, and Dave is here, and Kumar is here. We have Prashant in the house. So we have a few people listening to us, and hopefully होता है ना कभी कि एक कान से सुनते दूसरे कान से निकाल देते, लेकिन कभी कभी पूरा कचरा निकलता नहीं है, कुछ रह जाता है अंदर. So maybe from this conversation, अगर ये कोई वो होता ना कोक स्टूडियो या कुछ ऐसा होता बड़ा कॉफी विद करण, तो बहुत लोग होते हैं, that's a commercial shit that happens. But what I've understood is this indie life, this life of an artist as an independent individual is very important. And आज लोग travel करते हैं, so they are, I don't know why they travel. They might travel for sex, they might travel for drugs, alcohol, just to see places. And some people travel who are like you to just travel, just to spend some lone time, like it's just me time. And so yeah, music के बारे में बात करते हैं. Let's tell them, let's all
Travel for whatever reasons. If you want sex, do it. Do it. If you want to have drugs, do it. If you want to kill someone, kill it. It's your fucking wish. Whatever you want to do, God has, or whatever the universe has sent you to enjoy this world. Just do whatever you want to do. Don't judge.
I'm gonna make a song out of it. Cool, bhai. So tell me your association with music and what kind of music do you like personally, bro?
Personally, I'm a big Black Sabbath fan. That's what I do. When I want to listen to music. However, I like all kinds of music. I have respect for everything. So as a child, being in India, being in Bombay, always. So I've heard everything, right from Kishore Kumar to lucky to have heard everything. Been to Ganpati, Visarjans, danced. So yeah, went to college, started listening to rock music, and I got into rock. Was a big fan of Scorpions also that time. So it has been quite a diverse exposure to music right from the whole span. And personally still, I like Black Sabbath a lot. I'm a big fan of Tormi.
Let's do one thing. Let's play a song because I have not heard Black Sabbath, like really heard them. Like सुना होगा यहाँ वहाँ rock shows में, but I've never got into the zone where I understand what Black Sabbath, this band, is all about. So you have any preference for any song that I can play for you?
I like all the songs, but you can play.
We have Paranoid, we have Iron Man, War Pigs.
These are the commercials. Okay, play War Pigs, or else maybe it's a long song, so we can.
No worries, we have time, right, guys? We have time.
Right. Okay, I listen to War Pigs quite a lot. No. Let's go for some. Let's go for Supernaut.
Supernaut.
Yeah, SU. I love all the songs, man. I'm a big fan of Black Sabbath. But these are like one of those songs which are not so popular.
Okay.
That's
So
why.
guys, TCH, HOPA in the house, and I'm gonna play one of Nitish Paris's favorite song. It is
Favorite
from the
band,
favorite band, yeah.
But a very less popular song of this band.
So this is called Supernaut. Listen up, yo. Yeah, cool guys. So one second. So tell me more about what actually inspired you to listen to Black Sabbath. How do you come across Black Sabbath?
Black Sabbath, I came across because of my bassist. It's a very funny story, actually. I'm going to just tell a story from I don't like to speak to about my past. However, in 1998, I had just picked up my guitar.
Okay.
Okay, it's a very funny story, actually. So when you pick up guitar, you think you are a rock star. I mean, those days, 1998, I was in college. So I picked up a guitar. I was in Ria in Bombay. And I had this girl there, very beautiful girl. I used to love her. But I never told her anything. So I could play a couple of songs. I was still not introduced into hard rock. Right. I was listening to Scorpions, Bryan Adams, and so those kind and pop. I was listening to that time till the age of 17, 18.
Yeah.
So I went to the college for my first year, and suddenly, from a small town, Vashi, and you go into like a big college in Bombay, you think you're fucking cool, man. And so I would, my guitar was the only introduction, as a kid, you want to be cool. So I used to take my guitar. I took my guitar once, not knowing too many songs, obviously, and this to be katta in front of Ria. So just with one or two new friends, start playing, and that started becoming an introduction to a lot of people.
Nice.
However, there used to be a guy called Maggot. I don't know why people call him Maggot.
Sorry about that, but Maggot.
He looked like deadly, at that time I had a short hair. So,
Okay.
so he was like all with dreads, and and he was also with a guitar, but his guitars looked a little professional with that flying V kind of a shape.
Oh, damn.
He was just standing and smoking there. So I just went to him, and we just started speaking, So I was like that kid, from inside. Oh, old man, he looks amazing. Yeah, long hair, dreads, and this kind of a beard. Wow. So I went to him, and I wanted to be cool. So he asked me, "What do you listen to?" I listen to rock music. It's technically not rock. So you listen to Metallica? Yeah. I had never heard Metallica. You listen to that song? That song. So he was like, just speaking, and I was like, yeah. I wanted to sound cool.
Yeah.
So just to sound cool, I said yes. And whenever he would ask me some songs, some names, and that kind of acting and stuff.
Yeah.
But I would not say no to nothing. I wanted to be cool. So then one fine day, he said, okay, fine, we're looking for a guitar player. He didn't see me playing,
the guitar. Yeah.
Looking for a guitar player. Why don't you come for an audition? I said, yeah. You play this? Yeah. So one day I go to Mulund from Matunga. So I walk inside. It's in my book, which I wrote, basically. So
Nice.
I walk inside a building, walk. And, I can hear some band playing, I have never ever seen a band jamming. I was always in the house playing.
Nice.
So I enter the place, so people are smoking up. I used to smoke cigarette, but I never smoked up. I still don't because I don't like it. So they're smoking up, they're doing everything. I entered that place, it was like, fuck, it was heaven, man, Okay, it's dingy, dark, but it's heaven.
Yeah, it's heaven, yeah.
So get inside, and then everyone's like, okay, this Maggot got me. And I realized Maggot was, there were more shanas there. The drummer was a decision maker and the bassist. So they started, they said, okay, Maggot said he's a guitar player, we need a guitar player, solo guitar player. So they gave me the guitar in my hand. Electric guitar. For the first time I touched an electric guitar.
This was back in 1988?
1998.
98, yeah, 23 years ago.
Yeah,
Damn.
and all those pedals and everything, amplifier. So I just opened and said, now what? Okay, play something. I don't know what I played. But yeah, I think I played Scorpions or something, you know.
All right.
Like, and they were like, I could see what happened there. And then Maggot was really embarrassed, you know, that he got me all the way. And now they cannot tell me to get out.
Yeah.
So then I sat down. And then these guys started jamming. And they only played Black Sabbath.
Wow. Wow.
And I was like blown away, you know, completely. I don't know how they sound, I don't remember now. But for me, as a teenager,
They were playing it live.
they were rehearsing.
Yeah.
And they were like, heavy duty. I mean, for that age, you know, it was amazing. That's how I got introduced to this. However, I thought I would drop in every day into the band jam. They would not like it. For 3 days, I was like just going smoking and again listen to their music. And the fourth day, they told me, please don't come here. So it was heartbreaking, but anyways, that gave me an inspiration to start forming my band. But it took me 1.5 years. Then my focus was to buy a guitar, electric guitar. I bought my first electric guitar, Gibson.
Nice.
We only had those guitars those days. You know, that was like only guitars we had. You know.
Yeah.
So I bought a Gibson. I bought a small pedal. I was practicing. Then I called up that bassist, not Maggot, but the bassist. He was looking for a band. So he came and joined from that band, who told me to not come down for the practice.
right.
The bassist of that band joined
Joined
me
me. Yeah, joined you. Nice.
as my bassist. So yeah, a lot of stupid things, you know, but yeah, it's all good experiences. So this is how I thought it was a good story to
Yeah, of
say
course,
how
it's
I
a
got introduced to
brilliant
Black
story.
Sabbath.
This is one more thing I know about you now.
Yeah, a lot of things, man. My life has been very, very fast because I've been adventurous and passionate, and always like a kid.
Right.
I didn't have any rules to myself.
Right.
Like, you know, there's a saying, you know, when you are an idiot, you see more things in life. So I was an idiot.
Right.
I'm still an idiot.
Okay, so I really want to know, of course, rock, everybody, I mean, both of us, we love rock, and I'm not into it too much right now. I used to listen to it back in, you know, when there was independent rock, wo Xavier's came out, Rang Bhavan, you remember?
Yeah.
So all those Panthera and what's Rock Machine?
Parikrama, Pentagram.
Parikrama, yeah, Pentagram, all these guys used to come. It was like a crazy scene for me because I was very young, man. I was like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And 18 was the limit. Like 18 years older, you can get in. But I don't know how these friends of mine who were like in college, they used like, chal. Because I had long hair, I was a Sardar. So I used to open my hair. They used to, you know, kahin crowd mein chupa ke, they used to take me in. So it was such a crazy scene. So 90s is what I think a lot of pop culture came in, right? With all these Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears, and
Especially,
NSYNC and all that.
the pop scene was always there,
Yeah.
but the 90s, you're right.
Yeah.
The-
But you stick to rock. You stick to
I
rock.
was a big Blackstreet Boys fan before.
Yeah. That's hard to digest.
So no, but that today I'm thankful because you know I was that's my whole life journey made me this whatever I am.
Show me the meaning of being lonely.
No, I was a big black. See, all my school life I was a big Kishore Kumar fan.
Oh,
you know.
damn.
I was a big Mithun Chakravarti fan.
Oh,
you know. Everything, man. You know. So that was my first phase of my life because that was everything that was around. Then when I went to college, I got introduced. No, but in my school when the FM started. FM जब 94 में चालू हुआ था शायद से. So that time I got exposed to English music.
Right.
And that's when I started listening to Black Street Boys and you know all this ballads, Lady in Red, Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for
Meatloaf.
You. Meatloaf.
Oh, damn.
That was very big. So I got exposed 6 years of my life. I was I was like just listen to FM
Right.
that time. So I got exposed to a lot of pop that time.
Right.
And Meatloaf, opera, you know, crazy guy.
Crazy.
So yeah, so I heard all these things before 1997. Meatloaf, Brian Adams, and you know Scorpions and Carpenters, whatever.
Right.
But later on, it was rock. But then I was into rock music. I was listening to rock music only for like 3-4 years actually.
Right.
After that, I stopped listening to rock music at all.
Acha.
Yeah, because of this band, the guys who inspired me, to whatever I am now, is a band called Pralay.
Oh, Pralay, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So that they were called as Greek, and especially the brothers Eddie Avil and Adam Avil. They are the ones who inspired me in my life. I am an extension of them. Okay, so that's what I'll never forget. And because when I went there was an audition. Luke Kenny was singing for that band called Greek.
Okay.
So then Greek changed. They became Luke Kenny was busy, and then he was doing VJ. He was VJing for Channel V and MTV.
Yeah.
So he had left the band for good reasons, and then there was a guy called Victor after Luke, and then Suraj Jagan who sang Sari Umbraham.
Right, right.
So he was singing for the band. After
Yeah.
they all got busy with their own life, and then they wanted a new singer, and
They approached
someone
you.
proposed my name. It was back in 1999.
Nice. Okay.
So I went for an audition. They liked my voice, but I was sounding like already Bon Jovi. Every song that I'm singing, I'm trying to sound like that singer. So they said, you're a good singer, but why you sing like them? You should have your own original voice. Okay, it's impossible to have your own original voice because we all learn from inspirations. But that was the end to me listening to more of the bands that I like, because everything was coming, getting inspired every day.
Right.
And then when I joined the band, they would just sit down. They start playing. They play guitars, and they would expect me to come up with something on the spot.
Wow.
I used to be like frozen there, literally like completely frozen. And I was so excited to be in the band, and they were like 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was the youngest in that band. They had been to Russia for a tour, and they were supposed to go to Russia, not Russia, like Kazakhstan, for a tour. They were supposed to go. They were in talks with some international record, Anand Bhatt, to sign for the record label. So for me, it was a big opportunity, and I was like, it's like in pressure that it's a make and break. It's the biggest opportunity. So you can imagine my situation.
Right.
And I used to get frozen, and I used to always be insecure. They'll throw me anytime out of the band. And but I used to go and fucking hit myself. Why can't I write a song? Why can't I compose something? I literally hit myself many times. Like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I broke my guitar one day because I could not sing properly. I just broke I remember that. I broke my guitar. I fucking broke my guitar. Why can't I do this? But I really wanted to be in the band, but unfortunately, I could not keep up with their requirements, and I could not compose and write for them. So that's when I promised myself, I'm gonna write my own songs. I'm gonna write my own thing. And the biggest compliment I got from Eddie and Adam, they were the sweethearts. We are friends now. Cool. But that time it was a big gap, and I was just a singer. I used to not. I remember in one jam, Eddie got so angry. He said he felt like hitting me because they had some pressure. So it was now in 2007 when my song Ud Chalta releases. He says, Nitish, how can you do this song, man? I'm so jealous of you. So it was the biggest compliment from my godfather, I will say, because he inspired
expressed
me.
himself. He was being
And
honest.
he told me, and the biggest compliment came, and he said, I'm jealous of you, motherfucker. Because, how can you write this song? And I can't.
Wow.
And that was the biggest satisfaction till date.
Yeah.
So for me, this journey is all about being, challenges, and then I hit myself first. After every challenge I face, I hit myself first. I blame myself first, and then I take actions. But when you blame yourself and you take actions,
Right.
you have a result.
Right.
That's what happened. So About the pop scene, so I stopped listening to all this rock music by 2001 already. No, by 2000. But I started listening to, I was also following the indie pop.
Okay.
Especially what Leslie Lewis.
Leslie Lewis, yeah.
Mr. Leslie Lewis has done, he's the father of indie pop. He's done songs like his own band with Hariharan Ji.
Yeah.
And then also KK's album, all produced by him.
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful songs called Pari Hu Main is by him, you know. So it's like, he's done some amazing stuff, you know. So, and I was also listening to those kind of stuff. I was very open because, again, this Pralay band, they made me open.
Right.
They told me, listen to everything.
Right.
Listen to Tadap Tadap Ke Is Dil Se Ah Nikalti. You know, listen to that song. Being a rock man who's gonna go into Russia and promote, play. They were saying, listen to all kinds of music, bro.
Wow.
That's where you open up yourself.
Wow.
So they were a big hand in changing
Molding
my
your
mind.
personality.
Yeah. So as a musician. Yeah.
Right.
So I was listening to a lot of things. You know.
Wow. So yeah, it's wow. Like this is why I wanted to have this conversation with you because I wanted to know more about you. I know you have to leave before 4. It's 3:35 now. Let's play one song which you like, and then we talk about a little bit about filmmaking. Or as you wish, bro. If we can continue, if you want.
Whatever, yeah.
Let's play some music, yeah, and take some coffee.
We'll take a break. Very nice.
Tala Anjuna, yeah. I listen to him for the lyricism, like I like how he molds 3 languages into one and the flow. Hip hop, his flow is like one same vocals thing. Like it's not like rock where you change your vocals, melody, and this and that. Hip hop is very different. But there are other artists also who need support. Like one of them is sitting right in front of us. So मैं आपको एक अपनी 2 words or whatever shit that I can give is Gully Boy जो फिल्म आई, डिवाइन जिंदा है, नेजी जिंदा है, उनको क्यों नहीं लिया गया फिल्म में? जब 8 Miles निकली थी Eminem की, तब Eminem was the actor for that role. Divine is not dead. ये Bollywood shit है, ये वो बेचना चाहते हैं. So let's get back to the conversation that we were having, bhai, and let's talk about a little bit of filmmaking because you're a filmmaker too, Nitish, and I would like to know the transition from somebody who listened to everything, like you were listening to Bollywood, you were listening to pop, the Backstreet Boys, Black Sabbath, everything, and then filmmaking happened. Whatever you want to speak about it, man.
Whatever you want to know.
I want to know everything.
Okay, no, so it started, I was doing my original songs and I had to make videos, obviously those days, So basically, I did my 1 or 2 videos and I wanted to, I made 2 videos which were directed by 2 different directors. And then one fine day I thought, okay, I was interested in it and I had taken a handycam, I borrowed a handycam from someone. Just for one day, I shot 1 video. And for some reason, people loved it.
Yeah.
People as in all the people around me.
Yeah.
I was coming to and fro. I had friends from FTI.
Okay, wow.
So they said, oh, it's a good edit and, good film, but it was a handycam. So it just gave me a little confidence. And then I thought, okay, fine, if I'm taking loans and making my videos, why not make my videos? So I started making my own videos as a director. And those days, we used to have, I wanted to shoot everything on film. So my first video as a director, has to look at the cinematographer, how he's working, and then the whole process. Like it's not like if you have to shoot on film, there's a process.
Right.
You got to take that film, go into a telecine studio, develop that film,
Right.
and then take that thing into editing table, edit it, and again go back. There's a lot of process.
yeah.
So developing a film.
Right.
So thankfully, but I spent from my own pocket because I was borrowing money from bank or credit cards or whatever to fund my own video.
Wow.
So I thought, okay, fine, I'll direct it. But that was the start, where I got an exposure as a director because a director needs to be. The videos were not good. However, it was like a training ground for me. Okay, but loss ho raha tha, but what to do? But then the whole process of going through this analog process of film development and this, I saw it in my own eyes. So gradually, then I did a couple of videos. In fact, I've directed Gracie Singh when in 2008 I directed
Okay.
her. That was after many years of. So that was my start. But then there came one point where I got an offer to join one new music company as a director. And I did join. I forgot the name of the company. It's no more there. So there was like a choice I had to make, either to continue with my music thing or as a filmmaker. But as a filmmaker also I earned. I remember one project, I earned 5 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
Literally 5 lakh with a budget, and I made quite a lot of money out of it. So I was as a director. I was not a cinematographer at that time. So anyways, I took a decision, I'll focus on music, and I got into jingles, and I was making money. But after 2014 actually, I started focusing on filmmaking. I went to Russia. I was traveling,
Okay.
backpacking. I went there, got introduced to a lot of people there, and then I joined a course online. And in Russia, I joined a course as a cinematographer. So finally, I knew cinematography. And then I came back, I got my own camera, all my setup, I started working on it. And today I can call myself, I'm a finest music producer. I'm a great live performer. I'm a great filmmaker. I'm a great cinematographer, editor. So I can say I can do everything involved in a film making process.
Right.
So yeah, I'm indie filmmaker. And my goal is to make a movie by being an indie person, doing everything, because I know everything.
Right.
So yeah, that's the thing. I educate myself, I learn, and I'm good at it. That's all about my filmmaking.
Cool. Nice. Joel and Blejons. Are you guys from South? You from South? Kerala? Oh, cool. You guys want to ask something to Nitish? Any question if you have in mind? You've listened to him from almost like an hour or so. If you have any question, do go ahead. Or else we...
Well, it's okay. Oh, he likes my smile. He doesn't have a question. Thanks, man.
Guys, so Nitish Pires in the house, HOPA on air, and TCH, thank you so much for this platform to, do this thing. It was a pleasure, bhai. Really,
Thanks, bhai. My pleasure too.
There's gonna be a lot of people out there who will be inspired, because I am inspired by you like crazy, man. So I just from the whole management of TCH and HOPA, I would like to thank you, bhai. Thank you for coming over and giving this time. And you have a show tonight. By the way, he's performing at this Arpora Hills market. Sorry? Is it Club Cabana?
It's a little ahead of Club Cabana, but same gully.
Just Google Arpora Hills. Arpora Hills.
Tropical market.
Tropical market.
Arpora Hills. Arpora Hills में हो रहा है. So I'll be playing there from 8 o'clock. Solo set है. 8 o'clock to 10:30.
Go check him out. You'll know who he is and how he plays. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for your time to listen up to this podcast, interview, conversation, or whatever it is. From the entire team of TCH and HOPA, thank you so much, Nitish Pires. And love you, man. Be yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. Do not lose hope. There's nothing called as hope. Just believe in yourself, yeah. Peace out, the man in the house. HOPA on air.